going on, Jerome's? So, yes, before the draft, blah, 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 trading up, getting May, getting Daniels, getting McCarthy, getting Penix, all that stuff. And there have been a lot of speculation that the Vikings were targeting the number 3 overall pick from the New England Patriots. So, they were looking for a bag. They were looking for an overwhelming offer, all of that. But as evidenced by them not trading out, they sticked and picked. They took Drake Maye, the pride of North Carolina, come on and raise up. And I pray that he isn't ruined by the Patriots, because we said it through this entire process, so this isn't sour grapes. Drake Maye needs time. He needs to fix his mechanics. Ceiling is certainly there, yes, but frankly, if he has to play right away and if he isn't surrounded by MFers, it could be a tough go. And the Patriots, even though they do have Jabroni Brisket, I think he's going to have to play right away, but it is what it is. The Vikings, certainly happy landing JJ McCarthy at number 10. It's good to go. But Schefter, weighing in and confirming what a lot of people were talking about on draft night on the McAfee Show, quote, "The Vikings didn't offer the Patriots Justin Jefferson to get up to 3. Woo, woo. Which I love to see. But they did offer to get up to 3. They were the team that was most interested in trading up. They offered various pick packages to get up there, and they had the most discussions with the Patriots. The Patriots were determined to stay at 3 and draft Drake Maye. Also, there was talk that the Giants potentially moving from 6 to 3, but not for a quarterback. The steam is that the Giants were looking specifically at Joe Alt, who ended up going 5 to the Chargers. So, the Giants decided to stick and pick, took Malik Neighbors. Everything seemed to work out. So, that was all of the speculation on draft night. Oh, the Vikings tried to get to 3, but they couldn't do it. Yeah, so the Vikings certainly did have interest. But were the Vikings interested in Drake Maye? And yes, all the connections between him and Josh McCown, Vikings quarterbacks coach, certainly there. But long story longer, what if they were trying to trade up for McCarthy? Because it isn't the craziest thing in the world. Because the Commanders at 2, is from McAfee again, from Schefter. Drake Maye was never going to go to the Commanders at 2. The 2 quarterbacks they had in consideration were Jaden Daniels and JJ McCarthy. So, I mean, if McCarthy was clearly quarterback 3 on the Commies board and very close to Jaden Daniels, who they ultimately took at 2, would it be absolutely bat bleep insane if the Vikings were looking to trade 11 and 23, get up to 3 for JJ McCarthy? I don't think that would be the wildest scenario in the world. And basically, yeah, it's always going to come down these next couple of years between Maye or McCarthy, as well as throw Michael Penix Jr. there too. But I don't know. Like, I'm perfectly happy with how it turned out, because hell, yes, it is always going to be a revisionist history with these teams. And be like, whoa, I mean, the guy that we got was the number 1 guy on our board. But with McCarthy, it might be legit. I mean, maybe the Vikings, like I said, were actually interested in trading up to 3 for McCarthy. And that's not out of the realm of possibility, considering that the Commies reportedly could have gone with McCarthy or Daniels at 2. And as we said, I mean, McCarthy going to the Commies at 2 would have been the wildest thing in the draft. But then, Kwesi, since he couldn't get up to 3, it seemed adamant that the Cardinals want to stay at 4. It seemed adamant that the Chargers want to stay at 5 and get Joe Alt. And basically, the rest of the way, Kwesi was playing poker. Like, he had a read that the Giants weren't going to go with quarterback in that spot. They missed out on Joe Alt. They were sad, but Malik Neighbors was too much value for them to pass up there. 7, I mean, the Titans probably weren't going to go quarterback, probably weren't going to trade out Latham. They loved, reportedly. Big Bill Callahan loves him some J.C. Latham. And then I guess the Falcons were the wild card at 8, because, I mean, the Falcons, again, if you want a young quarterback to sit behind Kurt for 2 years, why didn't they take McCarthy? I don't get it, unless they think that Penix is going to play now. Because I forgot who pointed out, but so Kurt's not going to be good to go for OTAs or mandatory minicamp with an Achilles. Like, he might not be 100%. So what's stopping Michael Penix Jr. with his cocksure attitude and huge arm from just coming in and dropping bombs and piss missiles all over the place and just completely turning Flowery Branch off his head? And he's basically like, hey, coaching staff, Raheem Morris and company, I dare you not to start me as a rookie. Whereas, because Penix being older, I think that he was more NFL ready out the gate. McCarthy, I think McCarthy landed the perfect spot, because he could use a year of seasoning, sitting on the bench, getting some NFL coaching, getting acclimated to the NFL game. But here's the thing too. So if Kwesi and the Vikings, which will never get the truth one way or the other, if he actually was adamant about trading to 3 for McCarthy, and he was able to get him at 10 and hang on to 23 and hang on to the 2025 first round pick, that's huge. That's absolutely monstrous because also, like we said, McCarthy would benefit from sitting for a year. But if the Vikings had traded up 3 first-round picks to go get him at 3, the pressure to start him right away would be up here. And that might not be the best for him or the team long-term, as I choke and die. But the pressure certainly would have been there, right? But I guess we'll never know. But the board worked out the way it worked out. I'm glad that Kwesi made the little trade up from 11 to 10. Although, my name's stupid ass Sean Payton, and I baited the Vikings into trading up to take the better player, which I clearly wanted. And then I panicked, took Bo Nix at 12. Do you see that Bo Nix is getting a Netflix documentary? Who asked for this? I don't know, man. I don't know. But also, long story longer, burying the lead of, hey, the Vikings did not offer Justin Jefferson, and I believe Kwesi in the fact that, hey, we didn't offer Justin Jefferson. There's no interest in trading Justin Jefferson. We're going to get something done with Justin Jefferson. So there you go. It's beautiful, man. It's good times. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings reportedly tried to get up to 3. JJ was not involved. It's very important. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.